Hey friends, this is a different kind of video that I normally do, but I think what I'm going to talk about is very important and just something that we all need to be talking about. But before I start this video, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel, and I hope that this video is somewhat informative. As you can tell by the title, this video is about voting. I know that people can vote early and go vote in like certain voting centers or even mail in your ballot, but if you haven't voted already, or if you're on the fence about voting, I just want to encourage you and tell you why you should vote, why I think it's really important to vote for you or like for others. And just to let y'all know, I've not voted, but I plan to vote on Tuesday. I'm planning to go in person. I just think voting is huge. It's a right. It's something that you should take advantage of. I've always heard like lots of people say like, why should I vote? My vote doesn't matter. And I think you should vote because your vote can make a difference. By what I've been hearing, the election between Kamala and Trump, it's a close call, is what I've been hearing. And from that, you could tell, like, it's gonna be really tough, and it's already, like, really crazy. Like, you know, both sides are, I feel like they're both powerful. It's both very nerve-wracking. Let's just say that one vote can change it all. You vote, that could change the outcome. Honestly, on TikTok, I have been seeing lots of videos about people that cannot vote, and I've been seeing lots of those videos on TikTok.
Elected, Mika, and
God. Well, the president-elect of the United States, Joe Biden, has run for president 3 times, and the third time has turned out to be the charm. Not only the charm, but possibly the most consequential election of our lifetimes.
We get to keep our Social Security and our Medicare,
He was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, but calls Wilmington, Delaware, his home. At the age of 29, Joe Biden became one of the youngest people ever elected to the
Absolutely breaks my heart because, like, I wish that they could vote and vote for the better, vote for our futures. So I feel like, if anything, that motivates me to be like, I'm voting. Voting is also freedom of speech, and it is just really important for you to exercise your right to vote. Ever since this whole thing started, I have been thinking a lot about my future children. I do want to have children one day, someday, and I know I will, but it makes me think about a lot, and especially if I have like girls. I would really hope that we don't go back in time. I cannot imagine a day where my rights get taken away, and so many people have fought for us and have fought to get us to where we are now. So I just want to say, like, truly do your research and think about the president that you're gonna vote for, and think about the woman in your life, whether that be your mother, your friends, an acquaintance, your co-workers, any woman that you care about and love, or at least care about. I would tell you to really consider us, and if as a woman you care about us, you will make the right choice. Another reason why I think it's really important for you to vote is because you'll make an impact, not only in like our future or even for women, but also for important issues and important things that matter in our day-to-day lives. You are also voting for what's going to happen in the future, such as climate change and healthcare and education and the economy and the environment. There's so many things that you have to take into account when voting. I've just been learning and doing so much research on different things, one being education. I think education is super huge, and I know that many people rely on like scholarships or financial aid, and it hurts to know that like that can be taken away from future students. I'm first generation, I'm Latina, I'm the first with my twin to go to college, to graduate. I have a full-time job now. I love that I got the opportunity to go to college after high school. The fact that I am debt free, I could have that mentality where I'm like, I don't go to school anymore, like I'm not gonna go to get my master's, or I'm not in college, or like those students that are in college right now don't matter to me, but they do matter. They're our future, they're our hope. They have dreams and goals just like me, just like you. And a lot of them are going to be the first in their families to do something, to get a job, to literally live good lives. Really important to remember that there's other people behind you, there's other people looking up to you, there's other people that want to be like you. I think that's why it's very important to vote. Vote for someone who will not give up on those students, not give up on people that need their help. For example, special needs students. It's very necessary to have those resources for students, for all students, but especially for special needs, as it's already not as great, but at least like they're getting some support. Their support should not be taken away from them, because that support and those resources are what's helping them in their day-to-day. Something else that I'm going to talk about is healthcare. So on one side, a president is thinking about getting rid of Medicare. To be a little bit more personal, that's how I grew up, and I cannot imagine them taking away that, something that helps so many families and kids. But now I want to talk about my thoughts and kind of just explain why I'm voting. My first one is, I also have my phone, which is, I took notes. So first thought on this is that this is bigger than us. This will be impacting, like I said, our future kids. There's so many people in the world, like it's gonna impact all of us. I'm not saying like the world is perfect, it's never perfect. There are countless issues and things that we have to fight for daily and that we would want to be better. Sadly, we aren't living in a perfect life, so every day is going to be a different battle, but we can make certain steps, aka voting, to make it a better place. I am Christian. I believe in Jesus. I love Jesus. Voting, this picking a party side can be very crazy. Even me thinking about doing this video, I was like, I don't know if I want to, but it was weighing super heavy on my mind. I prayed about it, and it still felt like something I needed to talk about. And I feel like this is me expressing why I think everyone should vote, or at least those that have the opportunity to do so. I do want to say that as a Christian, no, I do not have a favorite candidate or a favorite president that is running, but I do and I will vote for someone that has similar morals, or at least some morals, and I have to vote between the lesser of two evils. Something about me and just the way that I am is that I love people. Like, I genuinely have a good heart. I don't hold grudges, or I tried not to. I tend to forgive people easily. That does not mean that I don't forget. I don't believe that everyone is bad. I do believe that people have gone through experiences or things that have gotten them to the point of them behaving bad or acting bad. I'm going to be quoting two scriptures or two verses from the Bible. The first one is in Mark 12:31, and it says, "Love your neighbor as yourself." And the second one is John 13:34. And that one says, "I give you a new commandment. Love one another just as I have loved you. You must also love one another." After reading those two, and actually those are two of my favorite verses, I would say that there's no bone in my body that will change who I'm voting for. Something about me is it correlates to me loving people is that I hate racism. I hate that the world separates us instead of pushing us and putting us together. If there's anything that I can do to not vote for racism, is to vote for the other person. The last thing that I have is some advice for you. The first one is that I've been reading and I've also heard that a lot of people don't want to wait in line and don't want to vote because they're gonna wait in line for a long time. If you don't want to wait in line, then try to go early. Go at like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Check your voting center that's closest to you and vote. Go figure out the times, like look it up, the time that they're gonna open, and try to go as soon as it's open. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to be there at 8:30 or 9 a.m. and I'm gonna vote. If you don't want to wait in line, mail in your ballot. Like, most likely your ballot got mailed to you and you can do it from the comfort of your home and then drop it off at a ballot mailbox or ballot box. Also, I recently saw a TikTok that said how to make voting fun. You can make a day out of it. You could go with your friends or family. You could even go alone and like treat it as a little treat yourself day where like after you could go get coffee, you could buy yourself some flowers, you could buy yourself, I don't know, food. However you have fun, you do that. And it doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be like, oh, like this is a chore, like I just have to vote for someone. Like, get rid of that mindset and put it into a more positive perspective of being like, yeah, I'm voting, I voted. I just think it's important to take into account everything that we all have to deal with on a day-to-day and the things that are truly important to you and that you care about. And I think it's just important to look at it as a whole. I'm excited to vote. I've been waiting to vote and I've been praying a lot for the best outcome. If you have voted already, thank you. And if you're a male and you love us women and you voted for what's right, thank you for watching this video, hearing me yap and talk about what's important and the important issues. Let me know in the comments if you already voted or if you're gonna vote soon. I'll see you in my next video. I hope you subscribe. Please be nice to me in the comments. I don't know who this is gonna reach, but I think it'll be needed. Anyways, love you so much and I'll see you next time. Bye.